What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet. And I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So, while I was actually on vacation, I saw this image floating around on social media. I was just kind of like checking one of my YouTube channels. And it was a picture or a recent picture of Ed Lover and Nia Long just kind of sitting outside. Just a very nice, basic picture of them just kind of sitting there together. And, a lot of people were showing respect to both of them because both of them are a little bit older or from, were more well known during the 90s. And I just left a comment on there saying that Nia Long still looks pretty amazing, right? And I didn't really think much of it. I was just kind of just showing her some respect on her looks at her age. And I kind of just left it at that. Sure enough, I go back a few days later and I look, like, how you can see how people are replying to your comments in like your email, your Gmail. So I'm seeing like all these comments, like all these like messages on my Gmail. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? I thought it was from something else, maybe. But then I go there and I find out that there are a whole bunch of these knuckleheads from the moist Minstralsphere who are commenting on my post about Nia Long. Now, out of all the comments on this post of Nia Long and Ed Lover, all these minstrels decide to respond to me, which was hilarious, right? And basically, what their response is saying that Nia Long is not attractive to them, or she's okay, or she was cute once, but she's not now. That's the basics of what they were saying, and basically attacking me for my preference. And I found that very interesting that males in the Manosphere would attack another black man on his preference when that's usually what they whine about the most, right? Is that you're not supposed to dick police black men, and you're not supposed to criticize a black man on their preference. Like when I did that video recently about Terrell Owens and how he pretty much professed how much he loves white females. So some of those manosphere black males came to my channel and they were upset, saying like, you shouldn't criticize a black man for his preference. You shouldn't get on a black man about what he likes. That's what he likes. Who cares what he likes, right? But all I say a woman is attractive to me personally, and all these knuckleheads come out to attack me because it's a black female, right? Now I already know if I was on some other page talking about how a white female was attractive, or an Asian female was attractive, or a Latina was attractive, then these Negroes would be giving me the thumbs up. But because I said that a well-known black female actress was attractive to me, they had a problem with that. Now, let me just say this, okay? As far as like Nia Long goes, all right, she's not that much older than me, okay? I'm old. So, of course, based on my age and, the generation I grew up in, Nia Long is going to be considered attractive, okay? I grew up with her being one of the it girls of our time, she was one of the cutest girls on TV and in film at the time I was growing up. And once again, she's not that much older than me. So of course, when I see her now, I'm still thinking of that. So that, my past is kind of coloring it, but also just taking a look at her, she doesn't look bad, even for her age right now. She looks pretty good. In fact, I've said this before in other videos, how I find maturity to be a lot more attractive to me nowadays as as I'm maturing and getting older. I find the maturity of certain black women to be very attractive to me. I did a whole video on that. Okay, it's on this channel. So, I don't see anything wrong with me saying what I had to say. But once again, these males, I can't call them men really, they seem to have a problem with that. They made all their little snide comments, or, made comments either attacking me personally or attacking Nia Long and her looks. And I just found it weird and very funny because once again, based on what they tell me, black men are not supposed to criticize other black men on their preferences. So let's say this: if Nia Long is my preference, why are you attacking me for that? Right? If I find her attractive, or if I say she's pretty or whatever, why would you attack me for that? And this goes back to a lot of the hypocrisy that comes from the manosphere, because this has happened to me before. Like, I remember years ago, like when I was saying like Lupita Nyong'o was attractive, and Negroes were having a busting a gasket over that and saying that she wasn't attractive, she's ugly because she has short hair and she looks like a boy. But these same Negroes, I go to their page and they got pictures of Amber Rose or her little bald tennis ball head looking self bent over, busting it open, and they're saying she's attractive or she's sexy. So, you can't tell these Negroes anything, right? But really, what it is for them is, if the woman is non-black, don't criticize a black man. But if the woman is black, criticize the black man all day for finding the black woman attractive. You know how they like to make their little jokes about pro-black men wanting black women or whatever, right? And which is I don't know if they realize this, but that, to me, that's not something that's offensive to me. Saying that me as a black man finds black women attractive, you're not making fun of me by saying that. That's like, I'm like, okay, yeah. That's like saying like, oh, you breathe air. Like, yes, I do. So what? Like, you're making fun of me for that? So, like I said, that people trying to like make little jokes about me liking black women, that's not hurting me at all. Okay, it's funny that you think that it does. That's the sad part. That's the really sad and depressing part for you. You have to look inside yourself, where you would think that making fun of a black man who's attracted to his own women, his own reflection, you think that is somehow a negative on that black man, that he finds black women attractive. So there's not something wrong with me, there's something wrong with you. But, even so, like on the comments on this post, like someone asked me, like one of these dudes actually asked me, like, well, you said like Nia Long is attractive. What about Ed Lover? What do you have to say about him? And I'm like, well, I'm not attracted to men, Negro. I'm not attracted to men. So why would I, and no disrespect to Ed Lover. I got nothing but the utmost love and respect for that brother. Okay? Used to watch him on Yo MTV Raps. He used to be one of the hosts in the morning. Him and Dre were the host in the morning on Hot 97 when I go to school, to high school every day. He kept me laughing all the way to school. Love Ed Lover, right? But if you're going to put a picture of a man and a woman next together, I'm going to say that the woman is the attractive one, or that they look amazing. That's just me. I can always acknowledge that a brother is looking healthy and looking righteous. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that, but I'm not attracted to men, so of course I'm always going to look at the women. Now, as far as like Nia Long's mentality, obviously I don't always agree with her on that, and I've disagreed with her several times on this channel with some of the nonsense that she said over the years, but I'm talking about her looks. So that's all I was talking about. All right. So once again, it's very interesting to me that you'll have a lot of these males in the manosphere that will dick police you if you are a black man who finds black women attractive. But if you have something to say about interracial relationships or these Beckys out here, these Negroes will be the first ones with their Spartan helmet on and their cape and their shield to come out there and defend Becky and say, why are you criticizing black men for dating outside the race? Or why are you criticizing black men for wanting to be with this woman? You can't get mad at a black man because of his preference. You can't dick police this black man. But then they'll do it to you if you find a black woman attractive, which is, like I said, is funny to me. And it shows the mental illness that exists within the manosphere. That's why I say that the manosphere is nothing but basically coonery. Okay, the black manosphere anyway is basically nothing but coonery that goes on in there and just taken to the next degree in this gender war ridiculousness. You folks let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on the devil's back.